Here we are at the hot ditch, just outside of Bishop, California. Let's talk about math here at the hot spring. Whoa, look at this giant boulder here in front of me. So here you can see part of it under the water. How much do you think that weighs? Go ahead and guess. I'm gonna guess 400, 500 pounds. It's pretty solid. I can't budge it. Ooh, and look at this rock over here. If we were to imagine putting a measuring tape around that, what do you think the circumference of that might be? Just guess. All right, so that's a little bit of math here at the hot spring. What about science? Check out the water bubble. The water, can you see that? The water leaping up, spraying. So a little physics going on here as water is rushing over certain rocks here, and it's causing the water to jump up. The force of the water moving over the rocks. If you have any other thoughts, go ahead in the comments and share. Of course, we have how deep the water is. We have the construction that went on here, has gone on here by different people laying down these boulders. A little bit of rough architecture, construction, so that the water will pool. Also, we could bring in, this is a living unit study here, we could bring in connections with history. So what's the history of the hot ditch? What was it like 300 years ago when the Native Americans roamed and lived in this area? What might this hot spring have looked like? We could also bring in literature. Okay, we could write stories of the beauty of this hot spring, like describe the sounds and like the bird right behind me. Let's see if I can get the bird here on film. It's getting its dinner. So I could write like a poem about this place. And yeah, and look at the mountains. We have geology, of course, more science. What kind of rocks are these? The geological happenings, things that have occurred to create the hot springs, the erosion along the banks. You can see some erosion there. Part of it's from human activity. Some of it is from heavy rains when they do finally come to this area. So that's a little example of a unit study using my favorite place on the planet, one of my favorite hot springs. Thank you for watching, and if you want to learn to create unit studies on the fly, grab my unit study planner. Here, let me turn the camera around. Grab my unit study planner down there in the either in the comments if you're watching this on Facebook or within the description here on YouTube. Bye for now.